Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the I Don't Even Know podcast. I am Em. I hope you're doing well. This episode, Pretty Little Liars, Summer School, Season 2, Episode 5. Oh my gosh. This episode was a fucking disaster. But in the best way possible. Let's be real. I'm enjoying this season so much. And I say it every episode, but I really am. I think this is way stronger than season 1. Even though I loved season 1, I think everything is, was upped and, it's heightened. Not, the scariness of it. I mean, I think in a way it is worse. Because Bloody Rose is, worse than Archie. Or at least I believe that. And it's just, the acting, and I've said that before, but I'm going to say it again. The acting is great. I'm just enjoying it so much. I'm having, the time of my fucking life. And, I always think about, how, yes, I wish they waited, or not they waited. I wish it aired sooner, or, started sooner, because I was so deprived of them, over the year. Almost 2 years that we didn't have them. I think it was 9-10 months. No, a year and 9 months or whatever. It's been a while. And I was so desperate last year, which I do wish we got it last year. But then I was okay, I just wanted it whenever. But I'm happy now that they waited. Because I don't know, I feel it's better because it's summer school to, air it during summer, even though not everyone has started summer. But I just think doing it at this time when, people are getting out of school and shit like that, and going on trips and, stuff like that, they're getting more views. Because it's doing really fucking well. And I think I said that last episode, but it really is doing well. And each episode, for me, I think it gets better and better, and I just think the ratings and, the viewing, it's just gonna keep going up, and so I have, faith we will get a season 3, but then I don't even want to say that, because, I've said before, we never know with, everything right now. Yeah, I trust Max more than I trust Netflix, probably, because they cancel their hit shows all the time. But it's hard to say, yeah, I don't think they're gonna want to cancel, a huge hit, especially right now. It's doing so well, and because they don't have Euphoria airing right now, and people are losing interest in Euphoria, I think, this is their, best bet is to renew this, because they could go far, and I've said this. Yeah, do I think they're gonna go as long as oh my gosh, the original? No, not at all, and I don't think they should, because the original went on for too long. But it's just they just need to renew it now. I think they might be waiting till the finale, but I think they should just renew it, because I've only heard, or not only, for the most part, I've only seen positives, positive things being said about it on Twitter, and I've seen a lot of new people start watching it because they're seeing, all, their mutuals watching it, and they're seeing, some things from it, and they're oh my gosh, okay, let's watch it, and so this season, they're really gaining more popularity. And I think it's also just the fact that the cast is really interactive on Twitter. It's if you go on there, if you follow them, you'll see them, or not even if you follow them, just if you go on there and look up people watching Pretty Little Liars Summer School, you'll see the cast, you'll see all of them kind of talking with everyone, and being oh my gosh, what do you guys say? They're really interactive, and we don't get that with a lot of shows anymore. And actors, they occasionally they will be, but for the most part, they don't do stuff like that. And I just think with how much we're on social media right now, I think when this is happening with shows, you also have to continue it because that's helping. Like, that's helping. And also, you want a cast who talks to the fans and, like, is interactive with them. I think they're probably one of my favorite casts right now because, like, of how much, first of all, they love the show and they're so into it. They love the characters they play, and they also get along, but also just, like, how much they love the fans and they just interact with them, and I think it's so, like, so cute. So cute. And so, I think we're safe for a bit, and I just think, like, Max, if they know what's good for them, they'll renew it. And I need them to renew it because, like, for many reasons. Mostly, I'm going to be on edge until we get a renewal. And I'm already on edge because of everything that's going on this season. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's way more intense to me this season. Like, personally, I think. But that just might be because I'm, like, more invested now. And, like, I'm into all the characters. But, like, bro, I'm so worried people are going to die. And I just, even though, yeah, I'm still going to be worried people are going to die, I'll be less worried if we get renewed knowing that I'll get them back. Or at least some of them. I don't know, because I'm on edge, like, every fucking Thursday because of this. Like, I sit down in my room to watch, and I'm always, like I can't relax. Usually, like, I'm laying down, I'm, like, sitting, like, straight, not straight, actually, because I have the worst fucking posture on the planet, but I'm, like, sitting there, full up, just, like, staring at my screen, wanting to die, because I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's just, I think Bloody Rose is someone, and then I don't, because it's not Rose Waters. We, like, come to that conclusion, even though I was so certain it was her, even though I'm an idiot, and I just thought it was already confirmed that it was her at the beginning of the season. Not my best moment, but it's like, I thought it was her, and I was so convinced it was her. It's not, obviously, because when Farron, like, had that encounter with her, or, not her, Rose, Bloody Rose, Rose Waters was, with flyers and jumped off a bridge. And, of course, we don't know if she's alive or not, which would be good information, because I think she knows something, but then a part of me also thinks she doesn't, because she's working with, or not she's working with, Archie and Bloody Rose are probably working together in a way, and if she didn't know Archie was alive, then I don't know. And honestly, her jumping up a bridge because she found out Archie was alive, honestly, same. If I was her, I would do the same thing, because my gosh, I wouldn't want to live with him. Like, he must have been awful to her if she found out her son was alive, and she's like, okay, yeah, like, let's time to jump off a fucking bridge and maybe kill ourselves. Who the hell knows? I mean, I hope they confirm that soon, because I think if she is alive, they need to, even though they already did try to interrogate her and she literally jumped off a bridge, they need to, like, do it in a better way to get some answers, because I don't think she knows who Bloody Rose is, but I think she'll give us more answers about Archie, and then maybe that will help us figure out who Bloody Rose is. Because, like, they have their suspicions, obviously, and I do too. Like, I think it is Mrs. Beasley. I kind of do think it's her. And I think there is a whole team behind it of, like, other people they know that are helping them. But I really think it's Mrs. Beasley. But I also think I'm wrong. And I still think Christian is doing something with them. I don't care how nice that man is. It makes me upset because he is really fucking nice and I want to like him. But I don't trust the guy. But then I think I trust him more than I trust Wes now, because what the hell was he on this episode? Like, that piece of shit. Literal piece of shit. I mean, I've never liked the guy. Never have. Because there was a point, there was a point that all of us probably thought this, that he was the guy who raped Tabby. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all thought that at one point, and then, like, even before then, we thought he literally was a pedophile, because he likes Tabby and he tried to kiss her. So, and just this episode kind of just confirmed he is a piece of shit. Like, why was he acting so weird about her making a short film for Pift, and then coming back and being like, oh, I think the only reason they picked you was because they're lacking diversity and they need, like, an African-American, like, director. Like, bitch, what the hell are you talking about? Like, yeah, that tends to be the case. Like, sometimes that does happen, but maybe shut the fuck up and don't say that. Like, that's so fucking rude. Like, no, Tabby's talented as hell. They probably wanted her because she is talented. And he's probably jealous. Maybe he wanted to have a short film at Pift at one point, and then he got fucked up. And they were like, oh, no, you were trash. Because, yes, he 100% is. And then when he went on to say, it's a hard time for straight white guys right now. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. It's never a hard time. I mean, okay, I probably shouldn't even say that, but, like, you have probably the easiest life out of anyone on the show, first of all, and also, it's like, you don't have to deal with, like, a lot of the things that everyone else has to deal with. When you're a straight white guy, you somewhat have it easy for the most part. I mean, I'm not trying to diminish, but, you know, it's like, don't try to tear down Tabby, like, for what, and, like, that was the one time I was on Christian's side when before he said all that, and he was just, like, acting suspicious about when she said something about Pift, and he was like, he's weird, he's, like, dark, like, or he had a dark energy or whatever. I'm like, yeah, he seems evil, like, I think he's doing something. It's like, I'm like, that motherfucker, like, do I think it's Bloody Rose? No. But, I mean, I think he could be working for her, or he could be doing some shady shit. I really do think, and it's not just because of, like, the original, like, how they always had some sort of team, but I do think that Bloody Rose has a team filled up of people that they all know. It's not just going to be, like, a random person like Archie. Because they didn't even know Archie existed. Like, this time, it's someone they know, and they have a team. I'm calling it. And I think, I don't think Wes is Bloody Rose, but, I mean, he could be. He might as well. I mean, I'll be fine with that, because I fucking hate the guy. And hopefully they kill him. But then, okay, here's my thing. And it might just be me in my eyes and me being a fucking idiot. I think Bloody Rose is a girl. Because why did okay, I'm probably wrong. It might just be me, like, being an idiot and not paying close enough attention. But I thought she had tits. I thought Bloody Rose had tits. Okay, I did. It looked like it for a second when I was watching it today. And that's why it's throwing me off that people think it's a guy. But then it might be. I don't know. I might be a fucking idiot, and I might need to look back after I record this, because I'm going to sound like an idiot. But I thought Bloody Rose did. So, it's confusing me that people are thinking it's a guy, but that might have just been, like, the way the camera was and the way I was looking at it. I don't know. I really hope I'm right. I don't know, and it's just, like, I just need answers, because I've heard that next episode is the episode we find out who Bloody Rose is. But then I also don't think, if we do, I don't think the girls do yet, though, because I feel like that's a kind of finale thing. But I also think it would be sick to find out next episode and have them find out and just have to, like, deal with everything. Because, I mean, in the promo for next week, or, like, the upcoming episodes, which, praise the Lord, we got a promo, because, oh my gosh, they're, like, figuring out suspects. And, of course, Mrs. Beasley's Farron's number 1, and she's on the list. I don't know if I saw Wes. I feel like Tabby is going to put him on. Who else was on there? I don't even know who else was on there. Dr. Sullivan, 100%. And I mean, after this episode, I don't think it's her. But then I think she might be feeding information. Because, okay, here's the thing. I don't trust the book thing. And also the book, her writing a book is reminding me of Ezra. Because, I mean, I hate Ezra more than I hate her. But it's like, that's a good cover-up to, like, they find recordings of, they find out that she's been recording their sessions. Like, of course she's got to hide it. I'm writing a book about trauma. Like, yeah. First of all, decent cover-up. Do I believe it? No. And also, who the hell are you to record, well, therapy sessions, first of all, but also minors without consent and then write a book about them? And she's like, oh yeah, I was gonna let you read the book. Like, no. Fuck you. You suck. And I really hope they do sue her. Like, I trusted her at the beginning. Like, or first episode at least. I was so happy that she was coming back because I liked her in the original, even though she really, I mean, okay, the girls didn't want anything to do with her in the original, to be fair. But, like, she was a decent therapist. I liked her. I liked that she tried to help them. And I thought she was going to be the best option for the girls on here because she had to deal with, like, A in the original, even though A was not this bad. Like, I thought she would be good, and maybe she is, and maybe she's innocent, and I'll feel bad if she actually turns out to be, but then she's really fucking shady. Really shady. Like, bitch, I trust her, and I don't care that it's wrong to break into your therapist's, like, office and try to find files. Like, don't do it in real life. Like, in shows, I'm totally down for it because it's fake. Don't actually do it. But, like, in here, I was fine with it. Like, I thought they needed to do it because her going on when, like, Imogen was talking to her, it being like patient-client confidentiality. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I said it right, but I hope I did. But, like, that whole thing, which, yes, is a real thing. I know that because I talk to a therapist, and I adore my therapist. But that is an actual thing. I get it, but like, in this situation, I get why she wanted to do some shit like that because her saying that just, like, oh, I can't say. Like, yeah, I know, but maybe say something. Like, you can't, like, talk about, like, everything or, like, all the shit she said, but maybe say something, like, to make her feel better and make her think that you're not a killer. You know? It's like, I support them breaking in. I don't care if it was wrong. I support them as long as you don't do it in real life. I'm totally fine with it. Like, they had to. And I know, like, there was a, like, Pretty Little Liars original, like, little shout out kind of in there. I know what it was. Did I miss it? Yes. But I do know what it was because of Twitter. It was something about they found their files. I don't think they read them, but because I feel like they would have been super fucking suspicious if they found out there was another one. But I'm really upset with myself that I didn't, like, catch it while I was watching. I'm so mad because I was looking forward to it. But, like, I saw it on Twitter because before I watched the episode, it's not really early. Like, I'm half asleep, but it is literally 12:30. But, like, before I watched it, I went on Twitter. Before I watched it and when I woke up, I went on Twitter to just kind of see what people were saying and just kind of get an idea. Even though I didn't want spoilers, I kind of just wanted to know. And I heard about that there was gonna be a little shout out yesterday, I think. And so I was kind of looking just to see what people were saying, and I saw what that little thing was, that they just saw the files. And I was like, okay, like, I'm fine with knowing that. And I'm happy I went in knowing that because I fucking missed it. But, like, they didn't read them, right? Because first of all, I don't think they would read other people's files. I think they were just trying to find their files and figure out, like, what has been said to see if, like, if she is Bloody Rose, like what has she written down? Like, what does she remember, you know? Because, like, if she is Bloody Rose, she's using all their shit against her. Like, that's probably, I think I said this before, but that's probably the worst person to be Bloody Rose because she has all that shit. She knows all of it. All of it. Like, she knows some of your deepest shit and your trauma, and she could use all that crap against you. Like, oh my gosh, it's not looking very good. But, like, I wish they did read the originals files. Like, yeah, I get that's not a good idea because it is, like, somebody else's and they're not, like, that insane. But I wish they read it just because I feel like that would cause more drama, and I kind of, that would be cool. I feel like eventually, maybe they'll find out that Dr. Sullivan already had to deal with some sort of A person in the past, because I feel like that's also why she not recommended herself, but yeah, kind of recommended herself for the job or offered to be their therapist, because first of all, yeah, it might be because she wanted to write a book about trauma, which if that's kind of weird, and that's kind of reminding me of Ezra, because he literally, like, made out with Arya, and kind of was like, oh, hello, like, hi, knowing who she was, which completely fucked up, like, fuck that man. And so I think that would make sense, but I also feel like maybe it wasn't because she wanted to write the book after meeting them, or she wanted something for the book, and she heard about their story, but also the fact that she heard about, like, a new A, and she's like, I have experience, not good experience, but I have experience in this kind of department. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of it all. They need to bring up, like, the old A. I'm sorry. They need to somehow do that so they can find out. I feel like maybe they're waiting to bring it up just in case, like, some of the OGs come back. Which, I don't know if they will. I mean, I know Shay said never say never, I think. So, I mean, we have a chance. I know Sasha said she would. I don't know about anyone else. I think Lucy maybe said she would. I'm hoping they all will at one point. I feel like they're maybe waiting to bring it up so they could all come back. Because what if they bring it up and then they reach out to them and they all come back? Like, bitch, I would cry. And if they bring them back, they need to bring back Toby and they need to bring back Caleb as well. Ezra can go fuck himself. Don't care about him. But they need to bring those two back as well. And they need to bring Emerson back together. That's all I say. I think they will bring them up eventually. But I feel like the best opportunity is Sullivan either brings them up this season, or somebody else brings them up next season. Or they just find out about them because they're, like, looking up A stuff. And they reach out to them and then they meet up in some way. I don't know. I'm just desperate, okay? I miss them. And I feel like they want to do that, probably. Like, I feel like that would be so iconic and be so exciting. Especially for OG Pretty Little Liar watchers and fans. Like, I'm a fan of the OG, but I'm, like, not an OG because I literally watched it in 2019. So, like, I'm not an OG fan, but I think, like, original fans who, like, started from the very beginning would really enjoy it. Because I know a lot of them do watch the show. So, just a thought. Just a thought. I don't know how it would go, but I feel like they're gonna need to bring them up eventually. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say, like, they literally do need to bring them up. Like, I feel like it won't be comforting for them to know that it's not them, but I feel like they're gonna need to find out, especially with them interrogating Sullivan and like trying to figure out, because Imogen, even though the book thing, Imogen still thinks it's her. And like, do I think it's her? Not really, but well, at least now, but I'm still suspicious of her. I still think like she is helping in some way. Maybe she's recording it and giving it to Kelly's mom or Mrs. Beasley. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of the whole thing because I really don't know who the fuck it is. I'm seeing people on Twitter, or not even, a lot of people on Twitter think it's Kelly. And I'm so serious. I will die if it's her. Like, I just don't think it's her. I just don't. But there are, like, these huge, like, theories about that. And, like, there was someone I saw, I think a couple days ago, or, like, yeah, I don't remember the day. But a couple days ago, I saw this one tweet of, it was, like, a picture of the height difference between Farron and Kelly and when they were in the pool together. And then the difference between Bloody Rose and Farron, like, after their little thing last episode, their encounter. And people were like, oh my gosh, it's her, it's her, it's her. Like, I don't care what you say to me. I'm not going to believe it. Because I will cry if it's Kelly. Oh my gosh. And then, like, I also see people think Kelly's still actually Karen. Like, there's some people going up, are, like, talking about that still. And honestly, I wouldn't be against that. Like, I think that would be such a cool and insane plot twist, because we used to think that in season 1, but then we came to around to the fact that it is Kelly. And now we all think it's Kelly. But, like, imagine if we find out it's not. But I don't think it's Kelly. I don't think Bloody Rose is Kelly. I'm sorry. I just don't think she would do that. Unless she's still mad. I don't know. I mean, she could be. And if her mom's Bloody Rose, maybe she's working with her mom. But I just don't think she would do that. But then if her mom is Bloody Rose, she's deep in the cult. I was about to say farm. I watch Riverdale, if you can't tell. In the church cult thing, like, she's so deep in it. So it's not looking very promising. And I'm happy Farron's finally realizing it's a cult. She had her suspicions because it looked really weird. But, like, her finally finding out, I was like, I'm so happy. Because when, like, Henry convinced her to go to, like, the little Kairos, whatever it was. I know that it was a Kairos. I know how to spell it. I just don't know if it was, I think it was Kairos. That thing. When he made her go to that, I was like, okay, like, I'm fine with her going just once, as long as it's not, like, really culty. Just kind of to get an idea, and also, like, see that it's kind of a cult. Like, you know, like, to get answers. Because also, like, do I like Henry? Not anymore. But did I like him? Yeah. Did I like him and Farron? Yeah, I did. I thought they were cute. But did I care enough for, like, her to really work on their relationship by going to that? No. But, like, I was like, okay, I wanted her to go to get answers because I needed her to see, like, Kelly in that light so she would know, like, some shady shit's going on. You know, like, something is happening. And thankfully she did. And, like, from what they were doing, I knew they were doing something to get her in on the church. Like, just them praising Farron the whole time. Like, I appreciated Kelly doing it. I did. Because I thought that was nice. And it showed, like, that Kelly has grown. And I'm happy she admitted she was jealous of Farron. Because I kind of thought that last season. Because she's just incredible. And do I blame her? No, I would be jealous of her too. And then Greg's was nice. I mean, I appreciated Greg's. Because also, I knew, did I know? Yeah, I did. I had a feeling, at least, because I don't know if I really for sure knew, but I had a feeling that Greg wasn't as deep into this as, like, everyone else. Like, it was kind of obvious because he was just there for Kelly. But, like, he's not deep into it. So I was like, okay, like, his seems fine. Like, maybe he's just doing it because Kelly said something, but I appreciated it. And also him calling her attractive, which, yes, she 100% is. Like, oh my gosh, Zarya is fucking stunning. I have the biggest crush on her. But him saying that, it's kind of making me think, are they moving towards enemies to lovers now that Henry and Farron are broken up? I mean, I see it. I'm still not the biggest fan of Greg. I mean, he's better than he was. I still don't really like him, but I wouldn't necessarily be against it because I love enemies to lovers tropes, so maybe. I mean, I've been seeing it since episode 1 that, like, they might go that route. But, like, I appreciate what he said to her. I thought it was nice, for the most part. And then when, like, Henry started, like, saying his shit, I was like, okay, you know, something, like, they're all just saying this to get her there. Like, Greg, I thought, like, was maybe not, because he's not really deep into it, but, like, him, like, apologizing in front of everyone, like, that's something you just don't say in front of a group. Like, I don't even remember what he said, but I know he apologized to her for, like, saying all the stuff, and, like, how he missed dance and everything, and I'm like, okay, yeah, for sure. Do you say you're sorry and apologize for this shit in front of people? No, you don't. And then, so, like, I was happy that Farron went to Greg after that, and was like, first of all, thanked him, because, yeah, it was nice, but not only that, she talked to him about it, and he told her that there is, like, a secret meeting that's, like, deeper or whatever, and, like, he's not into that. Henry and Kelly are. He's just there for the snacks, which, I mean, good for him. I knew he wasn't that deep into it. He was just there for Kelly. He was just there for whatever. So, like, her finding out about that was, like, one of the best things to happen this episode for me, because I was just so desperate for her to find out, and, like, for her to see, like, the insane shit that they do. And, like, it was for the best that her and Henry broke up, especially because the fact that they were doing that, and they said all that, besides Greg, maybe Greg knew about it, but I don't think Greg did. They were saying that, all that nice shit to Farron, so they would get her, like, in the cult, necessarily, you know? Like, that's fucked up. That's completely fucked up, and I don't appreciate that. It's just, like, the fact that he chose that damn cult over Farron. Like, you could have Farron Bryant, and you chose that church. Like, I get it's a cult, and he's, like, basically in it now, and so he's probably getting brainwashed, but that's so stupid. And, like, whatever the fuck they were doing, like, that, like, whole, like, it looked like a fucking summoning. It looked like something in a horror movie. And this technically is a horror show, but you know what I mean. It looked like they were summoning, like, some sort of ghost or someone in the dead. Like, what the hell? Like, oh my gosh. Like, they need to get Kelly out of it. I know it's her mom who's, like, kind of really pushing it towards her, but they need to do something about it. They need to, like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm so tired. They need to, like, do some shit about this, because it's, like, I'm fine with them breaking up, like, I don't really care about that anymore, but it's just, like, I need Kelly to get out of this situation. Just, like, out of it, like, oh my gosh. And I know it's just gonna get worse, especially because of the promo. It's just, there's no peace. And, like, I just want peace, especially for the ships. Like, obviously, Farron and Henry are done, which I don't really care about anymore. But it's like, I'm seeing theories about Ash being, not Bloody Rose, but working with Bloody Rose. And I swear, if he ends up being, like, or being Bloody Rose or working with Bloody Rose, I will bawl my eyes out, because I love that man. I really do. He's so cute. And it's like, I don't think it's him. Like, I 100% don't think it's him. Like, he Like, there's no way in hell it's him. But, like, I mean, that would be a plot twist. But imagine how devastated Mouse would be. Like, I would rather it be one of the newer ones, like a newer love interest, or maybe even Henry, than Ash. Because I really like Ash, and him and Mouse are so cute together. Like, they're so perfect. And, like, it would be devastating. Because, like, they've been together for quite a while now. I mean, it hasn't even been a year, I don't think. But you know what I mean. A couple months. Like, there's no way in hell it's him. I'm just gonna put that out there. There is no way. But people are suspicious about him, and I don't get it. I feel like maybe it was because they told him to go, or Mouse told him to go into that trucker thing or whatever, the back of the truck, and then we never saw him for the rest of the episode. But I just think bro left at some point. He was just like, I'm just gonna go. So, like, I don't think it's him. But, like, even though I think it is Mrs. Weasley, I also think they're gonna do some crazy shit and, like, turn it around and have it be, like, someone we never would have suspected. Which they probably will do that. But, which I'm here for. As long as it's not Ash, and as long as it's not Johnny. Oh my gosh. If it's Johnny, I will bawl my eyes out as well. Because I adore that man, and I said, like, I think episode 2 or whenever we got introduced to him, I think it was episode 2 or the end of episode 1, I said, like, I'm not gonna get attached to these characters. I don't trust them. Of course, last episode when they kissed and he was like, I'll wait for you outside, and he waited for her and he helped her, and, like, just, I fell in love with the man, and they're so cute. And then after this episode, I'm even more in love with him and them. Like, it's like, I know I cannot trust anyone on this show, but, like, I want to trust him, and I am. At this point, I am trusting him. It's like, oh my gosh, like, if it is him, I'm done. I will be crying in that episode if it is him. It's like, I don't think it is him. I think he's just such a nice guy. Like, I doubt it's him, but then maybe. Because I really hope it's not, for many reasons. First of all, because Imogen, like, just can't go through that again. Like, my gosh. But he's just so incredible. Like the way he, like, first of all, like, last episode and everything, but when he went to Imogen's dad's house with her to meet the fiance, which turned into a fucking shit show. Like, first of all, I get you don't want to tell your daughter about her because of, like, everything she's gone through. Yeah, but you maybe should have told her that is her mom's ring that she is wearing and you proposed to with, even though you said it's also her grandmother's ring. Yeah, but you gave it to her mom, so it's a bit fucked up that you used it when your ex-wife committed suicide and her daughter is there. You know, you could have said something before. And the fact that bitch was like, it wasn't even hers. Like, do you know something we don't? Like, I'm suspicious about her as well. Like, I feel like there's something. Like, I just, like, yes, Imogen did snap, and, like, do I approve of her pulling a knife on her? Not really. Like, that was a lot. But then, like, what do you expect? And her calling her crazy? Like, yeah, it wasn't great, but she's gone through so much. Like, she is spiraling. Like, she thinks her therapist is a fucking killer and trying to kill them. Her mom committed suicide. Her dad is engaged to you, using her mom's ring. Like, it's a lot. And I'm happy that after that, Johnny didn't, like, run away and be like, oh my gosh. Because I think so many people, like, see that and be like, okay, like, I'm out of here, we're done, like, I never want to see you again, you're insane. But he was so good. Like, the way he stopped her and was like, it's fine. And he, like, calmed her down. And then when they left, in the car, he asked about her mom, because he just wants to know more about her. And, like, yeah, that might be because he's Bloody Rose, but we're just gonna pretend like that's not the case, and he just wanted to know more about her. It's just like, he's just so good. He's just such a good guy. He's just so good. I wish I could say the same about Christian. Even though I think he is. I think he will end up being a good guy. Kind of. But it's just because the mask thing. In that call thing in episode 2. I just don't trust the guy. I really don't. And I'm going to go down that. Like, until this season ends. Or until we find out. Because it's just, I want to like him. I do. Not just because of Tabby. Like, obviously I would like to like him because of Tabby. Or trust him. But it's also because he seems like a nice guy. I do think he is. But it's just like, there's something. There is something about the guy. That pushes me the wrong way. And I'm like, am I a little less suspicious of him? Yeah. But I don't know. Like, I want to like him because he's so supportive about Piff and everything she does. And like, him standing up to her, or to, what's his name? Oh my gosh, Wesk, for her. I kind of like just telling him, like, he's a fucking dick. Like, all of the stuff he's doing for her and helping her, it's so incredible, and they're so cute. I really think they are cute. But it's just like, something's pushing me the wrong way. And I think it's kind of the masks. And it's also just the phone thing. I don't know. It's just something's off. Like, obviously I don't want it to be him, but I would rather it be Christian than Johnny. Because I'm more attached to Johnny than Christian. And if it ends up not being Christian, I'll love him, okay? Because I do genuinely think if he's not a killer, he's a decent guy. Okay? Like, I think he might be decent. It's just something telling me not to trust him. And I know it's going to hurt me more when we get farther because I know they're going to kind of become a thing. I know Image and Johnny do. Or at least I'm pretty sure from the promo. So, like, that I'm 100% here for. Tabby and Christian, I'm here for it because I think they're kind of cute. But it's also like, girly, keep your distance. You know? And I like how in the promo they brought up, should we add Johnny and Christian to the list? Because they don't really know them that well. And it's like, I thought I was just being paranoid about Christian. You know, and maybe I'm not. I mean, I don't want them to get hurt, and like, I feel like them saying, should we maybe add them to the list, is gonna upset them. But I get why they're saying that. Like, they're new people. You like don't know enough about them yet. Like, it really could be anyone. Like, you cannot trust shit in the show. It's like, oh my gosh. Like, the only love interest, or like newer love interest we know it's not, is Jen. And obviously that was confirmed this episode when Noah had her like chase scene and Jen showed up, which, thank the Lord, oh my gosh. I obviously knew Noah wasn't gonna die, but I thought she was gonna get attacked by the dog. And Rose, or like Bloody Rose, is like a fucking maniac. I mean, we knew that, but the stuff she's making them do, like Mouse, her thing wasn't that bad. Like, yeah, she almost got burned alive, but you know what I mean. Like, she just kind of like had to run away from the fire and like not get burned. Like, yeah, it wasn't great. But Farron had to hold a fucking steel thing for like 2 hours, which she did, and she did a great job. Like, shout out to her. And then Noah had to go barefoot and run on thorns. Like rose thorns. I mean, good for authenticity and like being like, I'm Bloody Rose, so I'm gonna make you run on rose thorns. Like, yeah, good job with that. Like, that was kind of smart. But that was insane. And then having that damn dog chase her. Like, oh my gosh. And like the fact that the movie they were watching for like Friday the 13th thing was kind of paralleling to the her scene was really fucking cool. Like, I thought that was sick how they were going back and forth, and I really thought that she was going to like run into like the camp. where the movie were, and they were gonna see her and be like, oh my gosh, and like the girls were gonna find out what happened. I mean, they were already kind of suspicious when Farron came to the girls and was like, Henry and I broke up, and also the cult, or like oh my gosh, the church is a cult thing. And they were like, where's Noah? And they were like, oh fuck. Like, they had a feeling, but I think it would have been so sick if they like ran into her. But I also think it's nice that Jen showed up and like helped her, because maybe Jen will most likely be a part of it now that she kind of, you know, she'll get answers. Like, okay, here's the thing. Not still, because I did kind of like them in episode 1. I did say I was here for them more than I was there for Noah and Sean. But I've changed my mind. My mind has changed. Like, I'm not against Jen and Noah if she breaks up with Sean. Just right now, I'm not, because of Noah and Sean. They're still together. And also, I really forgot how much I like Noah and Sean. Like, the last few, or specifically this episode, but the last few kind of confirmed to me, like, I'm more for Noah and Sean, and I kind of want them to stay together. I obviously know they won't, from, like, the way it's going. But I really like them, and he's such a good boyfriend, and it breaks my heart, like, the fact he, like, helped Jen get out of jail, because he loves Noah, and wanted to help her friend, and then, like, he's helping her get, like, back into running, and, like, when her mom, oh my gosh, his mom interrogates her about the money, like, yeah, it wasn't great that he spent the money, but she didn't necessarily, I mean, she kind of did ask him, but it was also his choice, like, he didn't have to do it, but, like, in fact, she's blaming her for that, like, and Sean stood up to her and moved out because of the mom, like, not trusting her. Like, oh my gosh, he's such a good guy, and I feel so bad, like, his heart is going to break when he finds out, because I thought maybe it was just, like, they were going to break up this episode because Jen and Noah kissed last episode, and then it opened with Noah and Jen hooking up. I was like, okay, yeah, so, like, they're breaking up for sure, and then they go on the run, and I thought Noah was going to confess, but she apologized, but not like telling him, just apologized for other things, and kind of for that, but just without telling him, and he was like, it's fine, and then they hooked up, and, like, he might move in with her, and Jen, who, I don't think they will, but, and then, like, that whole fight with Noah and Jen, like, she kind of was saying that to get her out because of the Bloody Rose thing, but I also think she was kind of trying to tell herself that she's choosing Sean or something to not feel guilty about everything. I don't know. It's just, I don't know where it's going. Like, obviously, Noah and Sean are going to break up, and Noah and Jen probably are going to get together. But just, it's a shitty way to do it. Because I was excited for them. Because even though she did cheat on him in juvie with her, I thought, like, maybe, like, before they were actually going to get together, like, now, she was going to break up with him. And even, like, in the promo when I saw them together, I was like, okay, Noah and Sean are broken up. No, they're not. And it's like, I really do like Noah and Sean, and I want them to be together, but I also feel bad for Sean, and I want them to break up because I feel awful for the guy. Like, if he wants to be with her, and so does she after she tells him everything, then I'll be fine. But it's like, right now, as much as I love them, I don't want them to be together because of this. Like, I'm fine with Jen and Noah being together. Just because I think they're cute. Do I like Noah and Sean more now? Yeah, but, you know, I don't know. Like, I love Noah. I adore her with my whole heart. One of my favorite characters on here. But it's like, she's fucking up and she's pissing me off. It's like, it's a lot. Like, everyone on this show needs to be like Mouse and Ash. Like, they are so perfect for each other. They're so cute. And I mean, Imogen and Johnny kind of are acting like them in a way, or reminding me of them. So, like, I'm doing great there. But it's like, everyone needs to be like that. Like, yeah, Mouse isn't, I mean, actually, no, I was about to say Mouse isn't being, like, telling him the truth, but she kind of is, because he does know about Bloody Rose. Like he knows about it, so he's kind of involved, and he's helping her, and he's helping her with, like, her Lola and everything. Oh my gosh, it's a fucking shit show. Like, that poor grandma. I really didn't want her to get involved, and obviously she did. But, like, the fact that she was a part of, like, a reckoning on Spooky Spaghetti that someone, or maybe even Bloody Rose, was doing, where they cut their foreheads. And the fact that she did that, like, girl, if, like, I would spiral, and I know Mouse did, but my gosh, like, it's a fucking shit show. Like, it's like, I really think the grandma might die. Like, my gosh. It's like, I don't even know, like, what to expect going forward, because there's just so much shit. Like, everyone's getting hurt. Like, Farron is injured because of her arm, which she still beat Greg in, like, the arm wrestling, which, great, good for her. I mean, as she should. But it's like, girl's going through that, like, with the arm thing, and that probably fucked up her back as well, because, like, she already had scoliosis. I know she had surgery for it, but, like, I mean, that probably did not help her back. But it's like, everyone's getting chased. Everyone's getting hurt. They don't know who they can trust. Like, the girls are gonna hook up with the guys who could be bad. It's like, you don't know shit. And, like, Mrs. Beasley. I mean, I feel like if Mrs. Beasley is Bloody Rose, it won't hurt. I mean, anything's gonna hurt them, but it won't hurt them as much, because, like, who the hell cares about her? Like, they're not as close to her. They're just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. And, like, that promo's throwing me off because, or not even throwing me off, it's stressing me out, because it looks like it's gonna be a disaster. Like, the promo also kind of made me think that Christian might not be Rose, even though I'm so suspicious he has, like, something to do with it, but I don't think he is Rose, because there was, like, something happened and he was running with the girls, so I don't necessarily think he is Bloody Rose, but I still think he has something to do with Rose, you know? But, like, I don't know. Those promos throw me off, because then I don't know what to think. Like, yes, my number one theory is that Mrs. Beasley is Bloody Rose, but then, and I still think after the promo, but, like, everything's throwing me off. Like, Kelly might be drowning in a pool, and I don't know what else. It's a lot, and I don't know what's gonna happen next episode. All I'm hoping is that Noah will talk to Sean, or will talk to the girls about what happened, and they'll, like, kind of tell her, like, you need to tell Sean, like, it's not okay. And I know Sean's gonna be devastated, but, I mean, he has every right. Like, no, girl, I love you, but it's so fucked up. Like, that poor man. Like, he's such a good guy, and it breaks my heart. Like, imagine if he, like, when he finds out that he'll team up with Bloody Rose. Like, I don't think that'll happen, but, and, like, I hope, like, she's gonna tell, obviously Jen's gonna find out, or they kind of already did, but, like, she'll know next episode. I wonder if she's gonna tell Sean as well, or if she's just gonna confide in Jen, and, like, and then break up with Sean. Because we know Johnny finds out next episode, or maybe the next. I don't know, because it was a promo for upcoming episodes, but I assume it's next episode. Johnny finds out, or, like, she tells Johnny, which I think is great. I'm happy about that, because I want him to know, but then I'm also nervous, because, like, what if he is Rose? I don't know. I don't fucking know. And I want next episode right now. Like, I like that they're doing the weekly things. Or, like, not things. The weekly releases. So, like, it's, like, I can process one episode at a time. Or 2 on the first week. And, like, all that. Because I like the excitement each week. But also, it's also, like, I want the next episode now. You know? But I guess we'll see what happens next episode. So, thank you so much for listening. I would say I'll see you guys next week for episode 6, which you will see me eventually. Like, I'm doing an episode about it. It's just, I'm going on another trip, so I don't know if I'll be able to do it, because I'm going to be gone on Thursday. But I'm going to try my best to do it on Thursday. I'm going to try my very best, but I don't know how it's going to work, and if I'm going to be able to do it. So if it's not up on Thursday, it'll be up Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. In that time frame. Because I don't know when I get back. That's the only issue. I don't know when I get back. I know it's around that time. So it'll be in that sort of, like, time frame. But I'm going to try my best for Thursday. It just depends if people will leave me alone for, like, 3 or 4 hours to be able to do everything. So I will have to see. But again, thank you so much for listening. And I'll see you guys soon.